Really appreciate you giving me the time and showing me a little bit of your life and what you dealt with, because it's easy to hear something in a story. But I appreciate you reliving this for a minute and showing me some of these pictures and memories from your night and your weekend.
This picture here has a special place in my heart. Not sure if I can get through it. This was backstage on Sunday.
On the day of the shooting.
Everybody was so excited about being together.
It's the story of the weekend. Everyone was having a blast.
Yeah, everybody was. The story of the weekend was, this doesn't suck.
This doesn't suck. I mean, that scene of peace and joy, how quickly that got flipped upside down. You're coming back from combat. You guys came back from combat.
Yeah, we went to a country concert and came back.
We left a war zone.
A war zone.
Have you seen a smile in a picture like that since?
No. No, I haven't.
Not yet.
Rock sign is on to cross Las Vegas Boulevard to median. Rock sign is on to cross Las Vegas Boulevard.
Well, guys, we're officially back. You're officially back.
Yep.
It's been how long?
1 year.
To the day, almost.
Be 1 year Monday.
The fact that this concert was on October 1st meant a lot to me. My husband and I have always celebrated my birthday month. We don't buy each other gifts, but we build memories.
The vibe was so happy, so vibrant.
It was so many people crowded as close as they could get to the stage, and they spent hours upon hours just waiting to be close to the stage so that they can see Jason Alty. He plays the first few chords, and the crowd knows what song's coming up next, and the crowd starts singing it before he even gets to it.
The crowd was singing with him and just absolutely amazing.
We were all excited. We were standing backstage. We kind of gave a moment of pause just to appreciate Jason and the song that he was playing. And we had this stupid little hook that we would turn to each other and say, "Hey, today doesn't suck.
Tonight doesn't suck." And that was our theme for the night.
And it was just our way of saying, "Hey, we've come a long way. Let's live in the moment. Let's appreciate now." And we did.
A couple hours later is when mayhem struck. Anita was probably 30 feet from me at the time.
The first few pops rang out, and we don't know it's gunfire.
Didn't know they were shots. It sounded like fireworks.
I'm standing next to my friend, and he's so excited, and he says, "My boy just blew the generator."
Nothing was going on for the next probably 2 to 3 minutes, and then it was pop, 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 pop.
The music stops because Jason's team is pulling him away. His bass player had a bullet hole in his guitar.
The rapidness of the pops, it no longer sounded like fireworks.
It was gunfire, and it was just this rhythmic, rapid fire, and then it would stop for a few seconds, and it would start again. It would stop, and it would start again.
I don't remember screams. I don't remember anything else but our friend said, let's go, we gotta hide.
I didn't look at the crowd at that point. There were a lot of people around backstage. People were running, they didn't know where to go.
6 of us that ended up in a production trailer.
Went into this back room of that trailer, probably a room 5x5.
Laying on the floor and covering up each other. There were times of levity, we were trying to keep each other calm. There were times of tears. We were saying goodbye to each other.
The rapid gunfire over and over and over. It just was so much, and there were bullets flying through the trailer. I thought there was a ground shooter. I was waiting for him to walk into the trailer that we were in and just, we'd be done. We hugged. I said he laid on top of me. He said, baby, the bullet comes through here, it's gonna go through me first. But the bullets that they're shooting are so powerful, it won't stop when it goes through me, so it's still going to hurt you. I said, I know. He's like, but it's gonna go through me first. And we're in this together.
I did think about my children. I didn't want to surprise them or worry them.
I texted my mom and said, just want you to know I love you and goodbye. And I don't think we're gonna make it out of this one. So Pete laid against the door to the room we're in, and he put his body in the way. And he said, if they're gonna kill us, they're gonna come through me first. He was being the strong one for everybody.
I held her and just told her we're gonna be okay. And if we're not okay, we're going together.
He hugged me and kissed me and said, we're gonna do this together. And in the moment I thought, we're gonna die together. And now I find out we're gonna do this together. It's just an extension of our life because we made it out. And we're gonna do this together. I had my friend's arm and I was squeezing it so hard and I thought I had Pete's arm. And I found out it was our friend's arm. So he made a comment and he said, Anita, I play music for a living and I'm on stage a lot. And you're squeezing my arms so hard that I may never ever get to play music again. And I'm okay with that. But can you please quit grabbing my ass? And then Pete says, oh, sorry, that was me. Pete kept trying to be comforting and he was trying to rub what he thought was my side. And he wound up rubbing our friend's side.
There was a knock on the door and we were thinking, if there's a knock on the door, the shooter's not gonna come in and knock on the door. There was a knock on the door from one of the Las Vegas police and he said, you guys are not safe here right now anymore.
The thing that haunts me is security said, make sure you have an ID with you. And I asked him, if we're finally being evacuated from here, why do I need an ID? And he said, there's still shooters and we don't think you'll make it out alive. And we just need to identify your body.
We felt safe because there were 6 of us. We felt safe where we were. When we were told it wasn't safe anymore, that's when panic struck in. We're trying to climb over the fence that was down on the ground. Anita's in heels. I'm in flip-flops, running for our lives.
There's people laying on the ground, and people would take off their shirt and put it over the head and face of those who were gone. so that those of us who are running for our life don't stop and try to help them. I honestly didn't know I was safe until I was back here at home. But we had a suite at the MGM. And ironically, we had a balcony suite that overlooked the venue. But as daylight hit and we looked out, we could see so much chaos. We could see bloody boots, bloody clothes, all over the sidewalk, trails of blood. And as you see that, you wonder if they made it out.
I could see what the mayhem was out there, and my emotions just got the best of me, and I couldn't help but stand there and cry.
30 years old, 21, 28.
We were afraid to leave. We were afraid to stay. We packed up our Jeep. That was the longest drive back I've ever had in my life. So once we get back to California, we drive Monday, scheduled to go to work on Tuesday. I get up, get dressed on Tuesday, I go to the office, and someone drops a stapler, and I freak out. The noise reminded me of gunfire. It's a stapler, it's an office, it happens. And I realized I can't do this right now. I get a phone call from Pete. His office is sending him home.
I wasn't not at work more than an hour when I got a phone call saying, you can't, you're not fit for duty.
I said, you're not going home alone. I'll be right there. So I left as well. We came home. I don't know if it was that day or a day after or what it was, but we realized we can't get through this on our own. We need help. I know there's a big stigma about seeking help for mental health, but I want everyone to know there's no shame in getting help. And there are times when you need help. And we knew in that moment we needed help.
I still have nightmares. I still have the night sweats. I still have the waking up in fear that something's going to happen. I don't remember screams. I don't remember much than the shots. I still can't hear the screams. I have that blocked out for some reason. My psychiatrist, psychologist, both of them are like, you're lucky. I don't feel lucky. There was a point in my life where I didn't think I was even going to survive. I was not myself. I don't get it.
So PTSD for me, it comes and goes. I'll always have the diagnosis. The diagnosis doesn't come and go. The symptoms come and go. I work in an office in downtown LA, and every time I hear a helicopter, I want to hit the floor. Loud noises, high-pitched voices. Even listening to music at a really loud level sends me back into that dark place. So those are some of my triggers. So after going through such a horrible, horrible experience, I feel like the only way to change society is to put out positivity, to spread love, not hate. So in the aftermath of this, we wanted to find a way to give back and honor the 58 who were gone. So we met Dan Hubbard, who does amazing things for the homeless, and we partnered with him. So my husband and I put together care packets to honor those who no longer have a voice in this world. And we joined Dan in his efforts, and we've met with him for the last day or so, and we've worked with him, and we were able to meet all of those amazing souls that he cares for.
That you lost it all. Do you dream of smoke? Do you dream of the fire? Do you dream there will ever be a day when you're not tired? Do you dream of the blood?
I wish I would have counted how many strangers I've hugged in the past year who were survivors with us. 22,000 people who were there. We just became this family. It's amazing to me, you meet a fellow survivor that you've never met, and then you talk for hours and don't realize time has passed. That's kind of how we are with meeting some other survivors, and just the strength and their story, and listening to our story and knowing that we know what each other went through has just been amazing. We went to CMA Festival, and random people would recognize our bracelets, our survivor gear, just come up to us and hug us and say, "Hey family, I'm glad you're here, glad you're alive. Just wanted to say hi and tell you I love you." I wish I would have counted the number of hugs over the year. It's been amazing. Strength only comes over time. We all try to be strong, but in reality, that's something that we got to build upon. But hope we all had from day one. And that is what this Route 91 family is about. To put more good in this world than evil. To choose hope over despair, light over darkness, love over hate. This is all acts of love, and it's just amazing how deep this love goes throughout this garden. It's sad, but at the same time, it's kind of healing, because it shows how much love there is despite all the hate that we saw.
Do you think you'll ever be able to come back here and see the same city?
Not in the same way.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to come back to Vegas and not think of the 58 who didn't make it out like we did. Or the 850 who were shot that are still suffering.
Dear, you're so filled with fear. Don't let them break you down. Sing a lullaby or sing out so loud. My dear,
I will always continue to get better.
so filled with
I will never forget.
Don't
I
let
will
them
always
say
remember the fear of horror.
Cause
But I've learned I don't have to live in that horror.
silence that's so loud.
So, from a PTSD point of view, it gets better,
They'll soon
but it
find
doesn't go
out.
away.
So
I have
don't
no hate for Stephen Paddock.
let 'em
I have a lot of sympathy for him. I can't imagine what drives a human to think that life is so expendable that you can just randomly kill people and it's okay. So in that sense, I forgive him.
like the wind.
But my forgiveness of him is about me and my healing, and has nothing to do with him.
Overseas.
This is all memories, and these are memories you want to, I think, remember forever. So I don't think ever forget about this, but I think it's time to move forward.
I think it is.
string, so to speak.
I think it is.
I can't imagine going through what you guys went through for the last year. If nothing else, I hope your story can show someone it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, as Anita told me.
It's okay not to be okay. Yeah. And if you need help, we're gonna help you. I am going to get past this. It's gonna be
Metaphor for your recovery.
It's gonna be a new beginning for where we're headed now.
Yeah.
It's time to start healing.
Cause there's something in your silence.
So a year ago, I had a lot of hate for what happened. And hate only breeds evil. So I'm taking this hate and I'm turning it into love. And I'm doing everything that I possibly can to spread love. Because you can't end hate with hate. You can only end hate with love. Love wins. Love will always win.
Carry on like the wind through the trees. Carry on like my friends overseas. Carry on like the dust in the breeze. Don't fall to your knees. You're safe here with me. You must carry